All right, everybody. Sorry that everybody is waiting. I'm so sorry that you guys have wait. There was some technical issues we were facing, but I know everybody is very much excited about this particular webinar. I'm asking for an apology so that you guys have waited for so long, but I'm here and we are going to start this particular webinar for sure. All right, guys. I hope everybody is excited and pumped up. My name is Amir Akhtar. But before I start, guys, can you just see me and hear me well? If yes, then just comment in the chat section that yes, Amir, I can hear you and I'm highly excited about it. Just comment in the chat section that you can see me and hear me. All right, guys. Guys, just comment me so that I can start the webinar. I'm just waiting for your comments. All right. So I have started getting the messages from the people. Yes, the webinar has started. People are able to see me and hear me well. All right. I'm also very much excited about this particular webinar because this particular webinar is very, very interesting. And we're going to learn a lot more thing in this particular webinar and we're going to win some sort of a things, you know, which can definitely save our time and money as well. So I would request all of you to give me, I'm just asking for an apology that it was a delay for a 5-6 minute, but it is fine now. I would request you all to stay tuned till the end, turn off all your notifications, and invite all your friends because we're going to discuss that how you can become a data analyst with no tech background and how you can boost your salary up to 20 lakh per annum. All right. Yes, I'm not kidding, guys. Even if you don't have a coding background or a technical background, it is going to be possible for all of you. So, yes, we can definitely make it possible. All right. So guys, before I start, I just wanted to interact all of with all of you that from where you are basically, so that I can get that idea that from which place you are and what exactly your age is. I'm also if you could just come in and tell that from which city you are, what is your age, so that I can have that age demographic idea, and accordingly I will be deriving the whole webinar for all of you. Could you guys just comment down and tell me that what exactly the age you guys are? Okay, so I can see the people are from Mumbai, Hyderabad, Mumbai. All right, 38. Guys, comment down your age as well. 28, 33, 28, 22, 30, 18. So all over the India, to all the people who is from Uttar Pradesh, I am also from Uttar Pradesh, and to all the people who are from Mumbai, are also one of very close place for me because one of my relatives lives over there. So I feel very good when I see the people from my cities and all the people from I can see the people are all from India. That's great. All right, the messages are flooding. So without wasting any more time, guys, I want to tell you about myself. So my name is Amir Akhtar. I am a career consultant. I hope you have seen my messages as well. So I have helped more than 200 plus people in finding the IT job, specifically as a data analyst. So I have total 5 years of experience in edtech industry, guys. And I'll be telling you how you can start your career in IT and how you can grab a package up to 20 lakh, per annum without having any coding background and everything. So a lot of things we're going to discuss. And if you want to connect me separately and want to talk to me, so I'm attaching my LinkedIn link in the chat section, guys. You can just hit me up, send me the request, ask me as many questions as you want. I will definitely interact and talk to you guys. All right. So why I would be able to help you, I'll give you one reason. Because as I have held more than 200 plus people, so what exactly I have observed is that everybody have different challenges. They have different problems, and they have different issues in terms of that somebody says that I have this challenge, I cannot switch, or maybe I have some financial issues, or maybe I have some other responsibilities as well. And in that way they feel that switching from non-IT to IT is quite risky, or maybe this is not their cup of tea because they don't know the C of the coding. So a lot more things you're going to discuss about it for sure. So we'll get this thing done for sure. All right, guys. So no need to worry about, because I can relate much better in that. Okay, because I can understand your problem and I can relate it and I can explain you why it is going to be possible for you. So I have attached my link of the LinkedIn profile. You can connect with me and I can help you as well after this particular webinar. But there's too many surprises are there in this particular webinar, which I'm going to tell you. So stay tuned. All right. So I can see the uh, people are quite very much excited about this. That's nice. All right, so I'll just start by telling you a lot more thing about this code invaders and why we are doing this particular webinar. So we are just running this masterclass, or you can say a webinar, just to support our data analyst courses for a coding invaders, because it's one of the best courses of a coding invaders, which promises job guarantee. And it's one of the most popular program. And the best part about this particular program, it doesn't require any coding background, guys. All right. And the best part is 93% of our students were placed in the big companies, and I can reveal the name as well. Not a big problem. All right. So this is the reason why we are doing this program. And to all the people who just wanted to enroll for the programs, I'm just giving you a rough idea, being very practical, guys. To all the people who is watching me right now, you can get the same job guarantee course, which promises job guarantee with the agreement. You can get this. I'm attaching the link in the chat section. Go fill it up, and you can get a free counseling call. Eat the head of our counselors, ask too many questions that this is my, I can do it or not, this is my qualification, can I do it or not, I attended the webinar with Amir Akhtar, and can I get this 33% discount or not. You will get it for sure, because the best part of our coding invaders data analyst program is before enrollment we provide job guarantee agreement with money back guarantee, which means that if you will not get placed, your 100% money will be refunded. As simple as that. All right. So hurry up. The link is in the chat section. Go register and get this thing done. Now, to all the people who are just here and thinking that I want to win this courses for free, for sure you will get it the chance as well, because I'm going to start the contest as well. I'll come to that particular point, but still, let me tell you about the Coding Invaders. So Coding Invaders is an edtech platform which actually helps people to get from non-IT to an IT background. Okay, to all the people who thinks that they don't have a coding background or coding knowledge, they can learn from us, because we have another expert which is actually helping people step by step to get this thing done. So if I'll talk about the exact statistics, guys, then we are actually a leading platform in a data and computer science online university in India as well as in this Houston, Europe as well. And we have total 22,000 plus students, and 100% and 100 plus companies train their employees with us, and 30% to 400% is the salary hike people generally observe when they do the programs with us, and they get placed accordingly. You can check out the website as well for more details. But yes, if I'll talk about the placement rate, it is more than 93%. Now, before I move on and I start, I just wanted to understand your mindset, guys, why you are here and what is the reason behind it. I hope you have the poll already on the screen. So you are here in this particular course just to listen this particular webinar for with no goals, or if you want to study and looking for some courses, then hit the second option. And if you're already studying and want to expand the horizon, then in that case, hit the third. So I hope that people have already started hitting it, and I can see that the majority of the people are looking for the courses and wanted to expand their horizon. All right, that's pretty good. So it's going to be an amazing for all of you. I can see that the people are now more looking into the to study and how they can boost it up. So majority of the people are looking for to study and looking for the courses, and the next majority people are more interested into expanding their expertise. Okay, that's great. Perfect enough. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. So I can see the people are tapping in. It is giving us a pretty good clarity about this. So I want to enter into IT and looking for the courses. I'm already in IT, want to study. That's great. That's great. So I'm sure, guys, you must be having a lot of questions. All right. Somebody is spamming the chat section like, Dugu, what are you doing? Dugu is like the nickname of Hrithik Roshan, by the way. So I got it. So, guys, I've got an idea. Thank you so much for being so excited. It is also pumping me up. All right. So, now the interesting thing I'm going to tell you guys without wasting any more time. So, what exactly you will learn today in this particular webinar? So, you will learn that who is data analyst and how you can become a data analyst and how to build a successful career as a data analyst, that you will learn in this particular masterclass of 50 or 60-minute long. That's all. Okay. And what exactly you will get in this particular webinar. So you will be getting a chance to ask question to the speaker. Okay, because you will keep your questions ready, and I'll take your questions and ask directly to our guest speaker. Okay, and she will be answering the questions, and you will also get the certificate of participation as well. All right. And also, you'll get a special offer for our data analytics courses as well. So, I have one big announcement to make, guys. And yes, and the announcement is right now, whoever is watching me, right, I am starting one contest. As you have seen the ads, as you have seen the influencers who are saying that you'll get a chance to win the course for free. Yes, the contest is I'm starting it right now. In this particular contest, you have to participate, and the link I have given in the chat section, go fill it up, and after just 30 minutes I'll share my screen and I'll choose one person and I'll enroll that one person for free in our job guarantee batch. So the link is in the chat section. Hurry up, guys, without wasting any time. Just fill the form, enter your details. Okay. When you are done, just comment down that Amir, it's done. And then I'll just share the screen and I'll announce the winner in just after 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll just check that how many people have registered already, how many people are participating in the contest. So I'm just observing. All right, guys, hurry up. I'm still waiting. So I'll just give you 10-20 second times, guys. Okay. So go take your time and then, fill it up and then, just comment down that if you are done, then just comment down. It's done. So Samoka saying that's done. And I'll ask my team to update the link again and again so that people can get the link. Okay, so that the link should be on the top so that people should not miss it because people are commenting a lot. That's great. So I'm attaching the link for you all so that you should not miss it, because in just after 30 and 40 minutes I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be choosing one person in front of you, and you all will win. Not you all, one of you will win this course for free. The best part about this particular program is, see, I'll tell you, I'll not just create a hype, I'll just being very honest to you. How we exactly promise job guarantee, why we say that we give agreement, and if you will not place, you will be like, you'll get a refund. It's not very easy, of course. Right now, how exactly that works, let me explain you. There's a multiple clauses are there are multiple criterias are there. If you'll complete this thing on time, if you'll achieve these numbers on time, if you'll get this percentage on time, then you are eligible for it. It's not like you just paid and relaxing and just sitting that, okay, now if I'll not play, I'll get the money back. It's not like that, man. It is very strict thing. And it is very logical that if you'll give 100% in every modules, that you're giving 100% and completing on time, then for sure you'll get placed. It is very logical. It's very practical thing. All right. So in that way it works. Okay. So I'll just check all the people who have registered, and then I'll just start the webinar. I know that you guys are excited and super excited to interact with our guest speaker. Still, people are participating, so I'll give 10-15 second more time to all the people. So yes, guys, yes. So I'll just start the countdown. All right, I'll ask my team to keep posting the link so that people should not miss it and they can fill it up, so that nobody should miss this chance to participate in this contest where I'll give one premium course for free to one of you. All right, so I can see people are already registering. Perfect. Perfect. Great then. I hope you guys are already excited. So without wasting any more time, and I'm going to start this particular webinar, and we can definitely going to start with our guest speaker as well. All right, so I'll just take the one confirmation from our guest speaker, and then we can definitely start this particular webinar. All right. Perfect. All right, so guys, thank you for this cooperation. Let's start. Please welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Jahanvee Narang, who is a data analyst at Lowe companies. We will discuss a lot about it. So hi Jahanvee, how are you? So we cannot hear
Hi
you if you can
everyone.
come up the mic.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
That's perfect.
Hi
That's perfect.
everyone. Hope you are doing well. Sorry for being a bit late. But yeah, thank you, Amir, for inviting me again at Coding Invaders. It's always great to be there.
That's great. So Janvi, that as you can see that the audience are quite very much excited about knowing that how exactly it is possible to make a successful career in data analyst and how exactly you are nailing it. So before we come to that particular serious talk, we just wanted to know that what exactly your background is and where you are working. That would be great if you could have a better understanding about your profile.
Sure, definitely. So basically, I was passed out in 2020, the COVID year from CGC College. It's normal tier 3 college in Chandigarh. Post that
Mhm.
I was, there was a bit gap because of COVID and every company, delayed the joining. So I was a bit scared and I took my education loan. So it's very important for me to, get some earning at that particular COVID time. So I joined Teleperformance as a technical advisor for 6 months so that, I have something to run at least if I back out from Mu Sigma. But luckily that didn't happen. In 2020 September, I joined Mu Sigma as decision scientist. I worked there for 1.5 years. It's been an amazing journey. I learned a lot. Uh, but it was very strange as during my college time I just used to make Android app. So it was an amazing journey, from transitioning myself into an Android developer to, a decision scientist. It was a bit scary. I've cried so many times
Hmm.
during the initial days, because when you are at college, you feel like, okay, you can create apps, you can do this, you can do that, and you feel, you have done so much. And now when you enter the corporate life, you see the actual real struggles. It's not huge. It's the little struggles that, disturbs you. So hopefully that, turned out well. I upskilled so much in that particular 1.5 years of time frame.
Hmm.
And this industry is so overwhelming that I was able to, transition from Mu Sigma to Lowe's, which is a Fortune 50 company. It's number two in home improvement retailer in US. So I've been working at Lowe's past 6 months, and it's just amazing. This industry is really, really amazing, and I enjoy my life and job both.
That's really great. That's really great. So I hope you guys are also pumped up that it is so crazy to be a data analyst. But just wanted to ask you one question. That was it genuinely easy or tough to become a data analyst overall? If I just talk about.
Overall, I would say nowadays it's very easy because there are so many resources available. There's so much education which is being done, right? There are so many documents which are saying, there are so many people coming on LinkedIn and talking about. So now these days, I guess it's becoming a bit easy than it was like 2 years back. Because at that time, mostly everyone used to just talk about data science and machine learning and statistics and AI, God knows what. But at least these days, people are interested in data analytics because the world is making it easy for other people, to absorb and transition it into a very well domain. So yeah.
All right, all right. So it's like compared to your time, now it has been easy. Maybe like
Yeah.
there's a demand, or maybe the need is so much in the industries. All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
I would say that
So yeah,
the
yeah.
the data science boom was like really harsh. A lot of startups, adopted that. But the one struggle which I realized after joining Lowe's as well, that the data science, or whenever you build a machine learning model, it takes like 6 to 7 months for deployment, right? So
Hmm.
company can't spend that much time when they don't even know if the precision or accuracy would be that high. So at least data analytics play a good role in providing rapid insight, so that they can take short term decisions very quickly, especially the senior leadership. If they want to apply some coupons, some offers, they want to run some, they want to build a better website, they want to improve the SEO, they want to target better customers, it can be done very quickly with data analytics compared to data science. That's why there was a certain rush for the data analytics in comparison to data science, because it's definitely tough. A lot of people get scared by mathematics and statistics compared to data analytics, which is mostly the use case of BI tools and Excel and SQL. So it's easy, it's useful, and it's relevant and it's trendy. So why not?
All right, all right. So one thing just wanted to know, as we can see that you are genuinely very excited, but so we wanted to know that what exactly you like best about this particular data analyst role or data engineering role, and like, I mean, why it is so much highly paid, and what is the best thing about being a data professionals.
The best part for me is that you get to solve different problems every day. So it's not like you have to, work on same machine learning model, wake up and, just code for 6 months, and then you will get to see the results. Data analytics is very short term turnaround time, which means that within like 1 or 2 weeks, you have to, complete a particular analysis, or provide some insights from the data to your business stakeholders or the data science team, or you have to clean the data. So every time there's a different business problem to solve, which is very interesting, and you actually see business making an impact with those insights. So for me, that is interesting, because I don't like to, spend my whole day writing codes. I feel that is very boring. I can't spend like 9 hours just writing code. I want some interaction. I want some communication. I want some storytelling, some visualization, something fun, in my life. So I guess data analytics play and get set very well in that role.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. So one thing which I have understood that you didn't like so much of 9 to 5 coding stuff, and that's but you like this. So does that clearly mean that it doesn't require so much of coding skills or coding's involvement in this particular profession?
I mean, coding is definitely required, but apart from coding, also there are so many things which is required, right? if, for example, there's so many BI tools come these days. Let's talk about Power BI or Tableau. So you don't have to write code, right? You have to pull insights from the data and provide that to business stakeholders. So for that, you
Mhm.
don't need coding skills. You just need your brain to connect the data and just provide insights. So for me, that's also interesting instead of just writing code and having that monotonous life. So
Mhm.
yeah, because every day there will be new data, new insights. So your brain has to crack up and connects those dots. So yeah.
Understood, understood, understood. It's gonna be like more sort of a, we will feel like, that we are into a very crucial role where every single decisions is very much important for every business. Is that feeling we get when we'll become a data analyst?
Yeah, if you guys have seen, recently Zomato has done 2022 recap where they have assigned cards to each customer. So, for example, I used to order late at night, so I've got the late night munchie. I used to order a lot of, street food, so they have sent me a card of street foodie. So these are the labels as you categorize the customer. So these are some great insights, to identify so that you can push the similar kind of food to these customers the next time they order, or you
Mm-hmm.
can provide some coupons to the customer instead of targeting to any customer. It should be
Mm-hmm.
a target with a purpose. So that is what analytics is about.
All right, all right. So could you just give me some more, give us some more clarity in a more basic way that we could have understand that what exactly the main goals that we go through. If suppose if I'll get placed tomorrow, if I have to start my job as a data analyst, what exactly the main goals and the task I have to go through in this particular profession?
Sure. I guess in the start as well, the first thing is SQL. It's the bread and butter of analytics because there's so much data residing these days with companies. So there's no shortage of data, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
one thing which we have to do is pull the data and actually
Mm-hmm.
pull the correct data, right?
Okay.
That is the biggest struggle. So, for example, you go to Google and just search how to become a data analyst. Now, Google has the repository of so many links, right? But you have
Mm-hmm.
to, as a person who is in need to become data analyst, you will go and find only those links which would help you, right? So this
Mm-hmm.
is pulling insights which would help you make better decisions and become a data analyst. So that's the purpose you are solving, right? Similarly, for
Mm-hmm.
data analyst, if you are solving a problem that you have to identify loyal customers, in 1
Mm-hmm.
million customer list, you have to identify just how you find those particular Google links. You have to
Mm-hmm.
identify those customers which are loyal, which means that they are frequently purchasing with you. They are purchasing with great amount. They're not
Mm-hmm.
returning that much. They are interacting with your social media campaigns as
Mm-hmm.
well. They are
Mm-hmm.
coming to your stores as well. So these are the few touch points we can, do to understand. So in the start, SQL is very important. And once SQL part is done, that we have, collected the data which is really required, then we have to visualize it. So that can
Mm-hmm.
be done using any BI tool, which could be Power BI, it could be Tableau, and then we have to understand the data and connect the dots. Okay, so we see that in this region, we see the most of the customers, right? In this
Mm-hmm.
region, we see the high order value. So that's how you connect the data and see how exactly things relate,
Understood,
and
understood.
then we can provide insights to business so that they can make decisions.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's like, whatever the activities is going on, whatever the data is getting stored with what sort of an activities is going on. Let's suppose even in the Zomato, how much item is getting delivered, how much item is getting delayed, and what order is getting maximum of the time it is getting ordered. So all these activities we can store in the form of data, and we can sequence it, and we can make some sense out of it, and we can improvise it. And like that,
Yeah,
that's what I can understand, right? Like we as a data
yeah,
analyst
definitely.
need to make some sense from the data
Yeah,
by making it in certain formats, right?
yeah,
All
yeah,
right, all right.
definitely.
So I hope, guys, you are able to exactly understand what I am trying to understand over here, because here itself with our guest speaker, I'm trying to understand what exactly this data analyst people do in a more basic way. I hope you must be getting the pretty much clarity. We'll get into more better understanding that what exactly these things works and how what skills we need to work upon. So a lot more things we're going to discuss, but at the end of this particular webinar. So stay tuned. All right. So now, as you said, Janvi, one thing to us that at your time it was not that easy, but now it is very easy. So just to have one, the question to you that why it is becoming a most in demand profession, and could you connect dot that is it the reason that the businesses and the startups in India are growing, and to grow more efficiently we need more data analysts. So what is the main
Yeah.
reason that it is turning out to be the most in demand profession in 21st century?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, that it gives very, rapid insights. So you don't have to wait months and months to see results. I would
Okay.
take a really nice example. So if you would have seen that Rapido was recently launched as a startup, right? But Uber
Mm-hmm.
and Ola already made a great, position in the industry in India,
Mm-hmm.
at least I would say. But
Mm-hmm.
Rapido recognized that the business is lacking in Ola and Uber at the two-wheelers. So
Okay.
they launch Rapido as bikes
Mm-hmm.
taxi app, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it became so popular that because most of the industry, most of the Indian vehicles use two wheelers, right? So that does really make sense because Ola and Uber might would have worked in Bangalore and city areas, basically tier 3, tier 1 cities. But for
Mm-hmm.
tier 2 and tier 3, the penetration rate was really well. Settled with Rapido because a lot of people had two wheelers which was not being consumed, and it was a great way to make money for the riders and captains as well. So that way, Rapido was able to pull insights from the data and see, okay, where exactly the business is can be made, and they were able to, penetrate through the market with that particular strategy, and that was all because of analytics, right? If you
All
look
right.
at Nika, uh, you would
Mm-hmm.
see that there is recently added, frequently bought together. So these are all insights which help add the personalization to customers because these days customers want everything on their hand, right? They don't want to do anything. They don't want to go and search. They want everything in their hand. They want to be spoon fed it, right? इंडिया में
Mm-hmm.
सबको बैठे बैठे चाहिए. So for
Mm-hmm.
that, companies are really spending a lot to make better insights. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of companies these days are spending too much on marketing, right? You will see so
Mm-hmm.
many startups making so much revenue, but they are loss making because they are burning a lot in marketing campaigns, right?
Mm-hmm.
So analytics is also a great way to, improve the marketing budget, marketing spends, and marketing allocation so that
Mm-hmm.
we can have like a great turnaround spend as well. So to improve that also companies are spending a lot, not just startups, even the huge companies the major allocation of the budget goes to marketing. No matter if you're a startup or if you are a big company, marketing is a big domain, to be a part of.
Understood, understood. So this is something which it gives me a feeling that this particular analysis is a non-negotiable skill, and the better
Yeah.
and the expensive analyst I have, the better business decision I will ever make, and the better move I can make, whether it is in marketing, whether it's in raising the fund, right? I've got this
Yeah.
clarity. So, guys, I have a very important announcement to make over here, and I have some statistic to showcase that in the recent report we have observed in this particular, the given by IBM, the prediction that approx 2.7 million jobs is going to be coming for sure, and you have the data in front of you because the world is totally completely coming into a data driven format. So this is something which is a non-negotiable skill. So why it is happening, because you can understand that every single, even a YouTuber uses analytics to post a video, and even companies, whether they are HR professionals, they are using this particular analysis to maintain their employees data, whether the logistics, whether the chartered accountant, every single profession is using this analytics to improve their services. All right, so you can get this particular skill set and get this thing done. If you are looking for it, then we do have that particular program, that is data analyst profession of 6.5 months, which promises 100% job guarantee after a DA course. Now, this is not something which is magical. The demand is so much.
Amin, your
Yeah,
video was stuck for last like 1 minute. So if you could repeat that, audience would
yeah,
able to
sure.
understand the last segment.
Yeah, sure. So, guys, I wanted to repeat once again that we have that particular data that, 2.7 million of this particular vacancies are going to be coming because the world is completely data driven. As you can see, that a lot of people, like if I have taken the example of YouTuber, they also use the analytics to understand that when I need to post the video. If I'll talk about HR profession, they also use analytics to maintain their employee record. If I'll talk about the chartered accountant, if I'll talk about any other profession like chartered accountant, banking people, or logistic people, or e-commerce, everybody is relying on analytics to improve their, services and the businesses. All right, guys. So we do have that particular facilities available, and why we are very confident about our job guarantee program is because the demand is so much. we are already in tie-up with 100 plus companies, so we know what is exactly skills is required. Because as a student you just need to focus on studies, rest we have managed already. So once you learn that skill set, we will schedule your interviews, and that's how, when we will schedule your multiple interviews, there will be a time come when you will crack it by yourself. Not a big deal. Okay, perfect. So how exactly we make it possible? Because we have analyzed 1900 plus job openings and contacted 100 plus IT companies. So we have that systems and the career team available already. All right. So Rishabh is saying that lol using old slides. Okay, yes, I will just correct my slide. Thank you for mentioning. Okay, so now moving on, and yes, so all the people who are just in there in this particular contest, so there's one of you will get a chance to win this course, but all the people who will not win, if they have a inquiry, if they have a question, how is this possible, how you guys are so sure about it, how exactly you guys are making 93% placement, I'm attaching the link in the chat section. Go get a free counseling call, and this is the course price. And in this particular webinar you are watching me, so you can mention that I have watched the webinar with Janvi and Amir, and I can avail 33% discount, so you can get this thing done. But before making any commitments, I would request you to have the free counseling call, aid the head of our counselor, ask too many questions, clear your doubt, and then move on. All right. So coming back to the topic, so John, we now the important question comes in our mind that how we can become a data analyst if we are from a non-tech professional or if we are very average in studies. So how exactly we can become data analyst? What exactly the hardest skills we need to focus upon? Because in the market, too many tools are there, and we are getting confused, and it somehow feels that it is very tough thing to do. So could you just guide us?
Sure. So the major skill, I would say that 80% of your dedication should be allocated to SQL. It's the bread and butter of analytics. Every day you get to work on SQL. So it's very, very important. Most of the interviews also revolves around SQL. Whether it's a startup, whether it's an MNC, SQL plays a big role. Post
Mm-hmm.
that, or you can work with any BI tool, Power BI or Tableau. Because once you have the data, you can't just look at 1 million rows with your naked eyes, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
to look it in the form of visualizations. You have to look in the form of charts so that it does make sense, because you are able to analyze the trend lines better, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that can be done very powerfully using Power BI and Tableau, and also you can automate it. So for example, every day you used to look at the sales number, so you can automate it so that automatically the data will get refreshed every day. So it's not your job anymore. Once you
Mm-hmm.
have that automation, you can move to the next problem, right? But also sometimes there are few analysis which require statistical significance, right? So for
Mm-hmm.
that, statistics is required. Statistics does help make business sense with the numbers, because okay, you are saying that your company is making this much sales, this is week over week
Mm-hmm.
sales, this is month over month sales, you are making better with this particular channel, you are making more with Facebook, you're making more with online. But how can you prove that, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is the main problem, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can prove the data using statistics, and you can make your data significant, as Amin also said, using analytics.
So it seems that we have some network issue with our guest speaker. So no worries in that. Meanwhile, if she will
And
fix
you
it.
can use
Yeah. Hello, Janvi. I think that we are facing network issues with you. Could you just repeat? We just lost you in just the past 30 seconds. Yes, now I can see you. Yep.
okay. So for statistics, it's very important because it helps business make sense out of data so that you can prove it. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
am saying it, but with 100% clarity. If not 100, I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying it with 95% clarity. This is how it should work. This is better
Mm-hmm.
with 95% confidence. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the use of statistics in real world. And
Mm-hmm.
Python is also a great tool, especially if you want to automate the data, especially if you want to perform few analysis. And if you
Mm-hmm.
are working with a data science team, a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of courses are also revolving around Python for analytics. But
Mm-hmm.
majorly what I have seen is, if you are working with a data science team, then only Python is required. If you're working with, senior leadership, they don't care which technology you are using. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
using Python or SQL or R, they don't care. They just want number on Excel at the end of the day. So it
Mm-hmm.
also depends on who exactly is your end user. right? So
Mm-hmm.
most of the data analysts end users are marketing people, stakeholders, clients, business leadership, business managers. So they only just need number, which can be in the form of Excel dashboard or Power BI or Tableau dashboard. So you can get that data manipulation using SQL also, Python also. It depends on company. It's a good to have skill Python, but I would say that make your most of the concentration around SQL, at least for the interview rounds. And also do practice all of skill set in your real world exposure. Download any Kaggle data set and then practice your skills.
Understood. Understood. So, when you were talking about the statistic, I got a very good thing in my mind that for a statistic that you are saying, that does I need to do I need to become a good in mathematics, or it is like do I need to be very expert in this mathematics?
No, not at all. So, for example, I would say I would take a very easy example, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when you see French fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
So French fries are of different sizes or same size.
Mm-hmm. Different sizes, but somehow like majority of them are the same sizes.
So every time you order French fries plate, will you get same size of French fries?
Not sure.
Yeah, you won't get right. There would
Yeah.
always be difference. So statistics is that part of math which never can be equal. So for humans, we can say that 2 plus 2 is 4. But when we actually look at two-person height with two-person height, it would never add up together, right? So it's not like statistics has to be algebra and calculus and all of that stuff. Even I don't know that how it's even implemented. But I would definitely say that for analytics, it's the basic stuff, right? It's about variation, it's about calculating mean, median, mode, it's about looking at small z test, p test, which is very easy to understand. So
Okay.
it's not like you have to be a hero or superhero. Even I don't know that. No one in my team also knows a lot about statistics, and everyone has like great experience. So yeah, like you have to have some basic understanding, but it's not like you have to be good and you have to know calculus and algebra. These are required if you want to become machine learning engineer and ML ops and AI ops. At that time, it's required, not for analytics, I would say.
Understood, understood. So now the important question comes in our mind that we have a lot of things to study. As you mentioned, we can study from the internet as well. Now, could you highlight us the importance that why exactly the real business case studies or the project is important? Why it is important to have this project-based learning?
Yeah. So as you said that a lot of people are moving towards data analytics, right? If you go to LinkedIn or any portal, if you just search for data analytics, you will see so many job openings. And right, with job opening, there are so many applicants also. So there is supply, there is demand. There's also too much of supply these days, right? And it's
Mhm.
getting very difficult for companies to shortlist candidates, which is really good.
Mhm. I think again we have lost her due to some network issue. All right. Meanwhile, I'll just read the comments. Somebody is saying that okay, I have seen the podcast. I could have answered. I like one fact that you guys are very honest and you guys are, keep on commenting. So I like this particular thing because when I was also a student at your age, so I was also doing the same thing when I was watching any webinar. So we will wait for Janvi so that she could fix her internet and we can definitely talk about it. So we have a lot to discuss and I'll have my own particular opinion in this particular tools that see. To be very honest, whenever you are learning these tools, okay, when you are learning these tools, the most important factor is how practically you are learning. Because at the time of interview, so you are from a non-tech background, okay. So when you're going to an interview, what important factor is that you are actually competing with an experienced people. Okay, so when you're competing with the experienced people, what does that mean? So you have to show your worth, that why you are equally, worth it as compared to the experienced one by showcasing your project and case studies, right? So that's why the project-based learning is very much important, and that's what exactly I asked her to understand why this project-based is because when you will do the project-based learning, so while answering to the question of interview, you will make more sense. You will be sounding more practical while answering, and that's how the recruiter will understand the value inside you, that yes, you can actually help them to grow. Are you getting me? So that's the most important thing which I am saying, guys. So practical based learning is genuinely very much important, and that's how you will be able to grow and perform well. All right. So now we will understand that how exactly you can acquire this necessary skills and how you can polish them. So there's a lot of way where you can do it. But for sure, we will be asking this to our guest speaker as well. I think that our guest speaker is generally facing some challenges with the network issues. Meanwhile, I have the opinion where I can share you that why and how exactly you can acquire skill set. The first approach I would suggest is to, when I was the interesting thing I observed in this particular data analyst profession is that when I was googling, I observed one thing, that nobody was asking about the degree, nobody was asking about the certification. Like, yes, if you can just google it right away, the data analyst job, and just check the job description, when I saw, nobody was asking about degrees, they are just asking hands on experience on the tools. Okay. So uh, so so what exactly happened is, so what I observed basically is that everybody is expecting the hands-on experience, so it gives me a clear idea that if I learn this particular tools, I would be able to do it. All right. So people should start focusing on learning the tools. Once you will just focus on learning the tools, okay, so you will be able to make it. That's all. It doesn't require the degree, it doesn't require a lot of things. All right. Got it. So that's the main important thing. Now, the most important thing is how exactly you would be able to understand that if you are a good to be, the good fit for this particular data analyst profession. So I have a very pretty good clarity. If you are a person who is good in research, who is good with analytical mind, all right, and if you think that you can make some sense out of the data, and if you're a person who loves to deal with this particular, a whole data set, then yes, you can definitely make it. I guess our guest speaker have already joined.
Can
So,
you hear me?
Yami, can you hear? Yes, we can little bit hear you, but we cannot see you. So, if you can turn on your camera, we can see you for sure because we've been waiting for you. So, meanwhile, yes, I was saying that how you could understand that you are a good fit for a data analyst. So, if you have that analytical mind, let's suppose I'll take you one example. If you are from a sales background, okay, then in that case you are dealing with the revenue, you're dealing with a lot of sales. When you will grow, you will deal with the data, that how much sales you have to generate, how much revenue you have to generate. So if you're a person who can deal with the data, who is having an analytical mind, who have that, the numeric mind, that he can understand that if this isn't happening, this not data is happening, and he can predict the things, and he can research on the things, and he loves to understand the feedback of customer and the process, and he can make sense out of it. Basically what I'm trying to say, that if you're a person who is good at reasoning, definitely you can become a good data analyst. All right. So not a big problem. So that's how you will understand. I'll just take a chance to check with our guest speaker. Okay. All right, perfect. All right. So I'll move on to the next important question. That generally, when I interact with a lot of people, I have got a very important question every time, that people do ask me that, well, I will be the right fit for this particular course or not. Well, I am from a sales background, I am from a bachelor's in arts, or I'm from a commerce background, or I'm a female, or whatever it is, XYZ, or I am a 38, or I'm 37. That question comes in our mind. So what does that mean? That question means that people are quite very hesitant, that maybe this is not their cup of tea. But to be very honest, if I'll just tell you, the guest speaker that we had, she's a female itself, and there's no age restriction is required. Trust me, my own maths teacher is now a data analyst, and that's another big example. So there's no age restriction I have seen in throughout the placement and throughout everywhere. So there was no specific restrictions I observed, to be very sure. So if you are a 30, or if you are 24, if you are 26, there's no specific hard and fast criteria that you cannot become. You for sure you can become that. And how exactly you're going to study all this? So it's very obvious. The coding invaders, they have designed the platform in such a way that you will learn everything from very scratch. everything from very scratch. Like 59% of a student didn't have an IT background, and they are able to do it. How exactly? So if I'll give you an idea, so we have that particular one-on-one mentorship available. Uh, so I am observing the comments, the crazy comments. Okay, I'll come to the question, Keshav. So yes, so every one-on-one mentors are involved, and in one-on-one mentors, why one-on-one mentors are involved? Because one-on-one mentors are like they're intentionally implemented so that everybody who is from a non-tech background, definitely they're going to have the silliest possible doubt. Okay, so they can interact without any hesitation and get this thing sorted. All right, so you will learn everything from scratch, and the best part is it is unlimited. And the best part about the coding invaders is it's not like we will give you the modules or the courses or something like that. No, it's not like that. Everything is practical based. So whatever you are studying, let's take an example of SQL. So you will not just read it or understand it from the website or something. No, we will give you a digital lab. In that digital lab you will learn and you will practice as well. So what is the importance of digital lab? Once you will practice it, you will get error, you will get problems. So in the real time you will be able to get the idea that how I can fix it. So that's the importance of the practical based learning. So when you will go in interview, when you will talk, whatever the question they will throw, you'll have a better understanding that what exactly they are expecting and how you can sort this out. All right, and you have a full support of one-on-one mentorship as well. All right, so these are the things involved for sure. And project based learning actually helps our student to get this thing, because on an overall eagle eye view, if I'll just say that people are, to be very honest, have created so much of hype that it is too tough, or it requires you know a lot of coding background. But it's not like that. People who are actually taking this initiative are able to do it. So, guys, whoever is waiting for the ma'am, I genuinely need an apology. She is trying to join. I guess she is facing some technical issues. So I am covering the lost of the thing because I have also helped. So not a big problem in that. So when she will join, she will be just joining in 5 minutes as she has texted me. So we can continue understanding from her. Oh God, I guess she has joined already. So we will get a chance to interact. We will understand everything. Okay. So yes, to all the people who are
Hi,
waiting
Amir,
for.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you
I'm
well. We
so
can.
sorry. I don't know why my internet is troubling so much today. I'm so
No
sorry,
worries in that.
everyone in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, no worries in that. No worries in that. So we were just discussing about this particular courses and everything.
Okay.
So we will come to your slide for sure. But before, guys, I know you guys are excited for this particular webinar and this contest to win this course for free. To all the people who was just watching us, I wanted to tell you and remind you that if you have joined right now, then we have started this contest just 40 minutes back, and whoever will participate in this particular contest, one of you will get a chance to win this course for free. All right, so go, the link is into the chat section. Go register, come back and keep watching. So Janvi, can we just start with you?
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we were just, first of all, the one question that we missed with you is that how exactly we can learn this skill set, that the SQL you said and a lot of things that you said, how we can learn this skill set, and how we can polish them, so that we can have a better roadmap that how we can get this thing done.
Definitely. So I guess the best way to learn is first of all you are at coding invaders. So definitely check out the courses. They are doing some amazing job, and yeah, they really help you build everything from scratch with projects and interview preparation. But if you also are looking for something else to upskill, there are a lot of resources out there. It just the motivation you need to create that first project. Always have a project based learning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go for course or sort of technical theoretical based learning, as that won't help you for a longer term.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to understand the concepts in a better manner. Apart from that, I also have a podcast channel where I invite data professionals from all across the globe. So you can also check that out.
All right.
Apart from that, always be active on LinkedIn as well. It's a great way to showcase your learning, even you are starting from scratch zero. Share your
Okay.
journey, because there would be a person who even haven't started that zero day zero or the journey as well. So it's very important that you share and you keep the check on your journey as well, that okay, how much you have progress and how exactly you can upskill. You will see a lot of people out there who are doing so great over LinkedIn as well. So always take motivation and keep upskilling, keep learning new things, keep creating projects. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. So we got the pretty much clarity. Even I've also explained that why exactly this project-based learning is very much important. Now, the important question comes in our mind that as we can see, a lot of fancy designations are already there in the market. So, can we get a better understanding with you that you know when we will join as a data analyst, how exactly our future will look like? That the designation wise, if you could give us an idea, because we are getting confused in data analyst, business analyst, data engineering, a lot more other things. So if you could just throw some light and make us understand that how exactly this career ladder would look like if we'll become a data analyst. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so we cannot see you as well. So if you can hear us, just we just want a better understanding about this, career ladder, how exactly we can see our future when we will join as a data analyst.
Sure. So obviously, when you start as a data analyst, your major focus is to do the manipulate and provide insights to the business. But once you have spent about 0 to 2 years or 0 to 2.5 years, there's a lot of ladders that open, especially for data analysts, because it's easy to transition from any domain. There is no degree specifically required to become a data analyst. The journey which opens up is to become the senior data analyst, specifically that you become the master of your job and you lead a team. You also undersee the junior analyst, which would be part of your team. And apart from that, there's a great opportunity to become the data scientist if you really like the job you are doing, and if you want to go more technical, then data
Hmm.
science is the role to go about. After that, if you want to go into more software engineering side, there's a great field, as you also showed in the second slide as well, the data engineering. It's also
Hmm.
great domain and great place to be at. Data engineering also is earning great money these days. So yeah, that's also amazing. Apart from that, if you're coming in from different domains, like if you already have an experience from marketing or HR, then there are also positions for marketing analysts, HR analysts, supply chain analysts. So there's no roadblock for you, even if you already have carrying those years of experience. There's a great way for you. Even the financial analysts these days are earning a lot. So I guess analytics is a great huge domain to be at.
Hmm.
Don't just pick keywords like just be a data analyst. You can also become a business analyst as well. These SEO and web analyst is also growing. So yeah, you will have tons and tons of way to move up the ladder. I guess one thing which you can focus on to grow that and to reach the ladder very quickly is improving your communication skills. So always build networks, talk to people, and improve your communication skills. That would take you really far.
Understood, understood. So, Janvi, could you throw some light on understanding how exactly the salaries are being distributed in this particular profession? That I have made a slides where I have kept the worst case situation. So, could you just throw some light on that designation, that how much money we can make in every single designation while we will grow as a data professional?
Definitely. So for the starters, you can definitely start somewhere between 6 to 10 lakhs, and as and when you gain more experience, you can definitely startle up to 12 to 16, 17 lakhs if you already have about like 2 to 3 years of experience. And then these are the initial years where you can actually get a great hike. Post that, it's mostly around after 15, 16 lakhs. Most of the companies do give like 50, 20% standard hike as and when it happens. But if you transition from data analyst to data science, then obviously you'll see a great hike percentage, because data science do get better salary, but it's also more technical. So whatever you choose, just be good at it. Just don't go for a money, because I've seen so many people just going after money and then they don't get well settled in the data science domain, whereas they do really good in the data analytics. So it's just how well you can be at. So just understand yourself and how well you are doing.
Understood, understood. So can we say one thing, that one thing we can probably expect at least to start our journey? Like nowadays, I'm observing people are getting 10 lakh package in the beginning itself. But in the worst case scenario, can we say that we can start with a package of 7 lakh or 8 lakh? Is it possible genuinely?
Yeah, it's possible. There are a lot of service-based companies out there who already have great clients, or if you there's a startup, they would have money. So, it's a great way to start. Even I started with very less salary, and then after having like 1.5 years of experience, I got like about 150% of hike. So it's
Hmm.
not at all a scheme that, if you already if you start with a low salary, then you can't get great hike post that.
Hmm.
Just gain more experience, just gain the relevant skill set, and if you have that, it would be very easy for you to just rattle up to the ladder of the company of your dreams.
Understood, understood. So we got a pretty much clarity about the salary hike, and I'm sure that the salary that I kept on the slide was actually, you know, you can say the very modest one, but people are getting more than that. Now we will try to understand how we can apply for this data analytics job and everything. So Janvi, can you just guide us that how exactly we can reach out to this data analytics job application, and you can just throw some light on us that what exact platform we should use and how we can get this notification and how we can apply and get this first call done.
Sure. So LinkedIn is a great platform because you also get to see who exactly is the hiring manager as well if someone is posting the job. So that is a great way. Apart from that, Naukri is a really great underrated tool. It's very very relevant. I've received a lot of calls from Naukri as well during my transition. Apart from that, Glassdoor is there to see how much standard salary is being offered to other employees. So it's a great way to compare and get an understanding of the companies. A lot of people also post questions which being asked in that company.
Hmm.
Upwork, Indeed, Hirist also is a great website. It's a
Hmm.
great because you can actually apply to 50 companies with just one click. So you can just, it's like a check box. So you can just tick box all the companies you want and you can just click apply all and it would get applied. So it's also a
Hmm.
great way. So yeah, apart from that,
All right.
Coding Invaders Career Center is there. That's also a really great way to just be updated about things.
Understood,
And also
understood,
you can
understood.
reach out to people in your network to get referrals.
Exactly, exactly. That's a very, very important thing which I have observed personally in my whole journey. That reaching out to in our own network is very much important. Well, if I talk about our career service team in a coding invaders, then yes, why it is very much important. Why this CV building and this LinkedIn profiling? Why all this is very important? I'll tell you. Because when you search something on internet, right? Whenever you search something on internet, there's certain things comes on the top, and that's how do you select them and go for it, right? Similarly, when you will make your LinkedIn profile very strong, when you make your CV very strong with the particular keywords, that particular skill set if, is there in your CV, so when any recruiter will search you on any platform, your profile will comes on top, hence it will be increasing the chances of getting a shortlisted. Okay, so don't never take your CV building and LinkedIn profiling very lightly. Okay, so you have to be very serious. And how exactly you can make yourself shortlisted, for that we have that particular expertise in that way. So because we have that particular career center team available, and they will sort your issues. So the major thing which I am trying to convey over here is resources are available with us. Study very properly, and don't worry about that the openings are there or not, how I'll get shortlisted or not, because once you will study properly, our career service team will sort your CV, LinkedIn profiling and everything, and we will take your multiple mock interviews. All right, and why mock interviews required? When you will practice multiple mock interviews, then when you will go into the actual interview, you will genuinely perform so well, because it comes with the practice. If you will not give do a multiple mock interviews, you may do some, you may do some silly mistake in the real interview. Maybe you will be having good skill set, but you will not be able to justify yourself in the interview. So for that, you need to practice a lot, and that's what we do exactly. Once we will complete this whole, the courses and the module, and there's a proper 1 month given for this particular preparation. So that, if I'll talk very logically, then if suppose let's take an example, if I'll schedule 10 interviews for you, because see, we have 100 plus hiring partners already tied up with us. So if I'll schedule 10 interviews for you, at least one interview you will crack for sure. I know, in the worst case scenario, because number of interview scheduling will be very much higher in coding invaders, because we have a strong network not only India, out of India as well. So now the most important thing that we need to focus is how exactly and how beautifully we are presenting ourselves in interview, and that will come from the mock interview preparation. I hope you're understanding, right? So that's why it is very much important. Never take it very lightly. As you can see in our slide, that we have 100 plus hiring partners. We have alumni. These are the Johnson, Metro, PNG, Cisco. These are the places where our alumni are working. All right, and these are the hiring partners. So this is all about particular, uh, coding invaders career servicing and the courses. All right. So right now we are done with a discussion with our guest speaker. We are only left with our Q&A session. I know you guys have a lot of questions. I can see hundreds of questions. All right. So yes. So Keshav is asking me alumni का link दो भाई. So Keshav, you can go and check out the website, and there is a LinkedIn link is also there. Reach out to them, text them. You will get the much better clarity. All right. So guys, the Q&A is going to start. Keep your question ready. But before that, I want to tell you, all of you, that to all the people who have joined late, we just started this contest 40 minutes back. And in this particular contest, what we were doing, we were basically, uh, you know, giving this premium course of data analyst, that too for free. All right. So yes, to all the people who is watching me right now, I have started this contest 40 minutes back. So after 10 minutes, I'm going to announce the winner. So I'm attaching this link. If you haven't participated yet, go register in the link, okay, and come back and tell me that you are done. Once you are done, then I'll start this particular Q&A session. But meanwhile, I'll just see if our guest speaker has this network issue sorted. Then we will start with this
Yeah, yeah,
particular.
it's sorted.
All
I'm
right.
here.
So I guess that Janvi is ready with the internet. All
I'm
right. So
so
Janvi
sorry,
will.
everyone. I don't know why my internet is troubling so much today. I really have no idea.
No worries. So, guys, can you just add some positivity in the chat section so that our guest speaker feel, positive, that nothing is ruined over here. Everybody is cooperating, and I'm very thankful to all of you that you guys are silently and cooperating with us, understanding. So, give some motivation in the chat section so that we can lead this webinar with a much positive note. All right, guys. So, Janvi, we will just take a few seconds because people are
Sure.
registering in the contest, and I would request everybody to take your questions, okay? And then we will start this Q&A session in just 1 minute. All right. So, guys, if you are done, just send me in the chat section that yes, you are done. So once you are done, I'll just start this particular session. So I can see that people are already ready with this particular registration. Okay, I'll just give 10-20 seconds to all of you. Take your time and register, and then I'll just shortlist some of the best question, and then we will definitely going to ask to our guest speaker. So all the people who are registering, I'm giving you 10-20 minutes of time. Meanwhile, I'm shortlisting the questions. So I can see more than hundreds of question already. So I have to shortlist the bestest one. All right. All right.
And in the meantime, Amir, I
Yeah.
would like to, also share an amazing example. Recently, I had a conversation with a
Hmm.
third year college student who is doing freelancing in data analytics. And recently,
Wow.
I did a podcast with him this Sunday. And he shared that he earned recently $350 in 2 days. Like,
Hmm.
imagine.
$350 in 2 days.
And he's in
Oh,
third year of college right now. He's
third
not
year.
even passed out yet.
That's great. That's great. So like at least 30,000 he made.
So analytics is not something which you can do just after passing out. You can also start early. And he got a great sense of business as well after doing freelancing on Fiverr. So he's been doing freelancing for over a year now.
So can we get an idea, Janvi, that if suppose, let's suppose if I'm a person, if I don't have a money to pursue the course and I can only manage 2-3 months course fees. So can I learn certain tools in 2-3 months in that course and start doing freelancing and make some more money and continue the course and get a full-time job. Does that
Yeah,
works?
definitely. Definitely. I agree with you.
So I guess there is again an issue, not a problem. So what she was trying to say, that what she was trying to say, that if a person was from third year, so he was through freelancing, he made $350. $350 means at least 80 rupees the $1 cost, I guess. Yes. So you can make some, he made approx 30,000 in that particular freelancing thing in just 1 or 2 days. So that's a big number to all the people who have that particular challenge, that whether I will be able to do it or not. Then if you are thinking to execute it, people are able to do it, because in if you'll do any course, in first 2 3 months you will learn at least 2 to 3 tools, as simple as that. Once you will learn these tools, then you will have the capacity to take the project. And once you will take the project, you're going to start make money out of it, and you can pay the fees with that particular project, as simple as that. Because freelancing.com, fiverr.com, upwork.com, these are the platform where exactly people are making money. I have seen the people who are very young, they are able to do it because they know how to exactly reach out to those particular reach out to those particular brands. Because see, not every brand have a capacity to hire you full time. So a few of them will have certain small budgets like $500, $600, and they have a task to do. So you can take those particular project, complete it, fulfill your need, and move ahead. And the best part about the freelancing, which I have observed personally, when you will do the freelancing, you will by default become very confident about your own earnings. Will you'll not be the person that what we say, that who will be very scared in the job. It's like some of the percent of the people are always scared in the job, that if what if my manager will fire me. No, to all the people who do freelancing, they are very confident because they know at the end of the month they can make this much of money, because they have that particular confidence, because they have worked in that way, they have that network. So this that fear is very less when the people is like uh, that speaker, what we say, that you will have that confidence throughout your entire life that you can make money anyhow. Okay, not a big problem. So guys, I am really sorry, there's some uncertain problem happens, but not a big problem. Okay, I can take the questions and we can lead definitely, and whenever the guest speaker will come, we'll definitely ask, not a problem, but we will not stop the Q&A session. All right, so let's make the most of the Q&A session and this is going to be interesting because we are just waiting for the guest speaker. But yes, I'll take some question and I'll give you the clarity, because I have already helped 200 plus people, so I can work for you as a backup plan. So kindly support, and let's take one question. The question from what we say. So one question from Rihan Khan is, can we move to abroad after doing data analyst course? So see, the best answer is for sure you can move. It is not something that without doing this course you will not move. You can move for sure, because I've told you already, wherever you will go, whenever you will find the data analyst jobs or anywhere you will find. Okay, so what will happen? The major thing will happen is people will ask about hands-on experience. So if you have that hands-on experience, if you know SQL, if you know Python, if you know Excel sheet, if you know statistics, if you know Python, everything, if you have that hands-on experience, you can get this thing done, as simple as that. All right, so it is not something that you need to take particular certification, then only with that approval and validation you will go for a you know what we say, then only you'll get a job. See, demand is everywhere in the whole country. So learn these tools and get this done. Let me give you one example. In our school time we were learning Excel sheet. Okay, and when we grew up we observed that every profession has that Excel sheet. Even HR use Excel sheet, even the logistic people use Excel sheet, even your own manager use Excel sheet, every people use Excel sheet. Now the important thing is, if you learn Excel sheet, you can implement everywhere. Similarly, data analyst is that particular skill set that you have to learn particular tools and you can implement everywhere. And you can become data analyst, you can become logistic analyst, you can become HR analyst, you can become financial analyst, you can become analyst in CA profession as well. Are you getting me the logic? What exactly is happening? People are nowadays very confused about that. Should I become business analyst or data analyst? No, no, no. It's not like that. Don't get confused about this particular names. Learn these tools, implement wherever you can go. If you are from sales, you can become good data analyst, you can become good business analyst, you can become good financial analyst. People from commerce can become good financial analyst because they have that calculation mind. All right, so that's not a big deal. So I'll take another question. I hope you I have answered you the question. The another question is from Rupesh. My English is bad. How I will learn this? All right. So, see, to be very honest, uh, everybody starts from scratch, and everybody have to go to the top level. So let's suppose if you are facing a problem in English, so this is not something which there is other alternative available. If you know that English is bad, fix it. Learn this. That's why mock interviews is very much important. That's why we focus more on mock interviews, CV building, and lot other things, and that's how you will be able to make it. So yes, CV buildings and this English thing and communication skill is very much important. Trust me, in my whole engineering time, let me give you a very honest answer. I am a mechanical engineer, by the way. I'm sure you guys can relate me. So I have seen skilled people are not able to crack the interviews because they are not having a good English. So you have to make it, and I have seen average people are able to make it because they have a good English. So yes, there's no any other platform which will, like, observe that if you don't know English then you can be no. English is important. If you are bad at English, it is not something that you need to be very much fluent. Have a decent understanding and keep practicing, and it is not something that you can expect skip. You have to do it, and you have to go ahead accordingly. All right, perfect. I'll take another question. If I'll just check with our guest speaker if she is here. So Janvi, can you hear me? I guess she's still facing a problem. So I'll take another question, by the way, to for all of you. So one question from Adrishti is that math is important for learning data analysis or not. See, mathematics is generally very much important, but advanced mathematics is not the requirement. I hope you guys have seen the questions comes in our board exams, the mean, median, mode, the basic math. If you know, if you're a person who know the basic maths, you can sort this out. Trust me, you don't need to be a good mathematician, or you don't need to be a good you know um a pro mathematician to become a data analyst. Trust me. Okay, you don't need a very high level of mathematics to do it, because in my entire experience, whoever were placed in my whole experience, whoever placed in data analyst, I have seen the art background people are getting placed. I have seen bank receptionists are getting placed. I have seen BPO guys are getting placed. They are very, very average, having 53%, 58%, 51% in high school in this particular mathematics. So if you have a basic understanding, if you have that logical mind, you can do it. Not a big deal. All right. So to all the people who thinks that how much level of mathematics is important, not a problem. Okay. There's one question from Vijay. This is interesting question that I work as a sports analyst. Do it help me in data analytics? Why not, man? It's one of the important question. I like this particular question. I'll give you an example. If you're into this sports analytics, if you'll see IPL team, they
Hello.
see the run rate of the candidate, they see a lot of things. Okay. So on the basis of a performance of the candidate, that the player, if I'll talk about, let's suppose if I talk about Dhoni, they will see that what exactly the run rate he has in the past four match or the past 1 year. They understand that what is the finishing line for it, and how well he can perform. So they will analyze the past data, they will analyze the past situation. On that basis they will predict that how much he can play more, or he can give us a business, or how can he perform well. On that basis people buy. That's how the price of the players increases. Even the pitch calculation, everything. Sports is the biggest example. If you guys know Akash, from a YouTube channel, he has a YouTube channel, and he definitely like make on videos on cricket. So he has also worked with coding invaders, and he has also explained the concept of sports analytics in this particular profession. So this data analyst thing is actually a very plays a very important role in sports analytics, whether designing the pitch, whether calculating the player's performance, or whether predicting the performance of the player, that is predictive analysis, or whether buying a player, looking at his background, anything, performance. So the whole analysis needs a good data analytics. All right. So yes, sports involves a very good data analysis, and they are getting highly paid, by the way, to all of you. I'm telling you. Okay.
Can you hear me, Amir?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you. I
Yeah,
guess you're
I'll
just.
just complete the answer of freelancing because a lot of people
Yeah.
might be
Sure.
interested in that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so
Sure.
basically he started off with $5. He created a basic Tableau dashboard. For that, he started off with $5, and later he was getting paid around $40 to $50 just for creating a simple Tableau dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you learn like basic skill set of Tableau and Excel and data manipulation using SQL and Python, you can make a great money. He was doing as a part time because he has a full time college as well. So even after spending 9 hours in college, if he can do it, I'm really sure that even if you have a job which if you are from a different domain, if you want to transition and earn in your transition as well, so freelancing is a great way to do that. So yeah,
Understood.
if you have any questions related to that, you can just ask me. I'll be happy to answer.
Yeah, perfect. So we have some more questions lined up.
Sure.
And the question from Mahesh is, I have 5 years gap. Can I start DA to get a job? I'm not from IT background.
Yes, definitely you can start off, but just make sure that you are able to cover up that 5 years and you're not asking 10 years of experience of salary, right? So if you're just starting out from scratch, the salary would also be decisions of that. So if you just prove to the interview that you are keen to learn and you want to just upskill and grow, they'll be happy to hire you. Recently, there was a person who got hired in Microsoft because he
Hmm.
had also like 4 to 5 years of gap because he was prepping for SSC and that didn't work out for some reason. So recently, he was being selected in Microsoft as a data science role. So I guess if Microsoft is hiring, there's so many startups and MNCs involved, which also does the same. So this was just one of the example.
Thank you. Thank you. And the last question, but not least, question from Vishal is, Power BI or Tableau, which is best? Please answer.
Uh, Personally, I like Tableau a lot. It has a great community as well. Power BI is also great. It both are BI tools. It's just a personal preference, which you like to work with whom you can get more comfortable and create more insights. It's just a personal, and it doesn't matter if you like Power BI or Tableau. No, whichever company you go into, they would already have a basic toolkit, right? So earlier in Mu Sigma, I was working in Tableau. Currently, I'm working in Supersets. It's not your decision. If you know one skill set or one tool, you can definitely adapt to a different tool as well. So learn anything which you are comfortable with.
Understood. Understood. And the last question, Janvi, is that from Dipali, that I am a HR professional for past 9.5 years, and I have done my MBA in HR and started my career. I do not have a technical background, so can I?
Yeah, definitely. Even since you already have a HR experience, you can become a HR analyst. Because I started referring people into my companies, I was just look for keyword analyst and see how many openings are there, and I was so strange that 10 openings was there for just for HR analyst. Like just imagine, Amar.
Mm-hmm.
Like within a month, there were 10 openings for HR analyst, and then I went to LinkedIn and looked at it. If you just go and search for HR analyst, also if not data analyst, because you're coming up with a particular domain, so it's great to leverage that. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
already an HR, you have an experience of what are the pain points of HR domain, and what are day-to-day activities which you can improvise with analytics. That is a great way to delve in, and after having like 6 to 8 months of experience, then you can transition right into proper data analyst or business analyst. So at least enter the industry using the HR analytics domain, and then if you like it, continue. If not, you can. If you're already an analyst now, it would be easy for you to transition. You can do it internally within the company. You can do it externally as well. So yeah, do leverage that. It's a great way. HR
Understood.
analytics is also in a demand because there are so many people applying in for the job. So it's very important that you are not wasting a lot of resources
Mm-hmm.
while hiring. So HR analytics. Even these days, Google has people analytics just to make sure that their employees are serving well, they have great, better, mindful life. So there's so many analytics is applied in every each and every
Mm,
aspects of our life. So yeah, don't
understood.
limit yourself. Just look out. Just go for analytics or analyst word. You will
Mhm.
find so many domains on all the platforms.
Understood. Understood. Thank you. Thank you for all this detailed answer, Janvi. And thank you. We got a pretty much clarity with your help about the questions, and we were very. Now I guess like everybody have got the validations and the approval from the guest speaker that yes, you can definitely start. The only conclusion which I will say, there's no strict rule in a background or something. It's you who's just stopping yourself. You can definitely start. So, Janvi, before going, would you like to give some last message to our audience so that they should take this beautiful step and make their career in this 2023?
Yes, definitely. Don't wait for some motivation, for me or Amir to say anything. Just get started. Whenever we feel like we need to learn guitar, is just by looking at playing that song, your favorite
Mhm.
song, which you really like, other people playing it. But when you go for guitar classes, they will start with some basic source and all, right? So they would
Mhm.
teach you basic notes. But when you
Exactly.
actually start learning, you might not like it because you don't want to go through the basic process, right? But
Exactly.
that's the iceberg you have to break to reach to the level where you can actually play your favorite song. So similarly, in this domain as well, and in any other domain, whenever you start with basics, it might feel very boring, it might feel difficult, but once you get the rhythm, it would be very easy for you to just grow and break that iceberg and just rise and shine. Then you'll be able to get a better salary, get a better life, and get a better job. So just stay focused. It's a new year. Start your life with fresh mindset. Always spend time learning and upskilling. That's very, very important. Even till date, I try to upskill on weekends, watch podcast. If you can't read books. Otherwise, books are also a great way to always have the mindset of growing. So always have that. Create projects as much as you can, and
Understood.
get a practice of creating projects. Do freelancing. Earn also with that. So
That's great. That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving us that particular
yeah.
motivation and idea and a push to go ahead. We are very, very thankful that you gave your time to us.
And
And
I'm
I hope
really
you.
sorry for my internet connection today. I'm really, really sorry. I
No
don't know
worries.
what happened today.
No worries in that. We have covered it up. I hope everybody has got the questions. But we are very, very thankful that you joined here. You still tried your best to answer all the questions. We are very happy for that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you also have some questions which were, unanswered, you can also reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can also reach out to Amir on LinkedIn if you have any doubts or any questions.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Janvi. Thank you so much for these recommendations. And now I guess people, I hope you guys are very much excited about this particular contest. So I would like to just say thanks to Janvi. We will see you again in the next webinar for sure. So yes, guys.
So, yeah,
All
see you
right.
guys soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Janvi. All right. So we are now moving towards the another slides, and we are now going to see that who will be the winner for sure. So I guess this is the moment where everybody was waiting. All right. So no need to worry about the time is over now. I have to announce the winner. Okay. So guys, if you want to connect with me, if you have some questions, so the link is in there in the chat section. Connect with me on LinkedIn. We will definitely help you out. All right. Now the important thing is to all the people who want this particular course to win it for free, then I started this contest just 50 minutes back. Okay. Now, in just after 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going to announce the winner. All right. So, all the people who have not registered yet, if you want to win this premium course of data analyst of coding Invaders for free, then you can win it. Not a big problem. Okay. The link is in the chat section. Go register and come back, and I'll announce the winner for sure. All right. So I'll just give you 10 seconds to all the people if you have not registered yet. Go register, come back. In just 1 minute, I have to announce the winner. All right. Okay. Perfect enough. So I can see the numbers of registrations are coming in. People are still participating. Perfect. So I'll just pin the, you know, uh, contest link in the chat section for all of you. Keep registering. Meanwhile, I'll give you some other information. So what exactly you will get in our coding invaders when you will get our courses? So you'll get one-on-one personal mentoring. You will get exclusive career packages. You will get fast track job research. You'll get 100% job guarantee, and you will get convenient study for adults. What exactly that means? I have seen there was one comment. Somebody was asking that, can I study with my own timing? Yes, you can definitely study with your own timing. Not a big problem. Okay, you can definitely study with your own timing. That's why it is a web-based portal. Get a ID and password, log in whenever you want to study. The mentors are available to chat and have a video call. You can definitely discuss, because you guys are mature enough. If you're a working professional, you can sort this out, and if you are a student, you can also sort this out. Not a big problem. All right, so you can see here some screenshot of our one-on-one mentorship. So you'll get this thing done. So what is the best part about the one-on-one mentorship is because you can have a chance to directly interact with them, and you can interact with the industrial expert as well. So you will get a reality check every single time that, yes, am I on the right track or not? Okay, so you'll get all this thing done. So here's the glimpses. Here are our mentors, and along with the personal mentors, what you will get, you'll get extra practical session with our top mentors. So top mentors are basically the companies, big companies expert. You'll get that extra mentoring session, because see, what I believe is, if we will give you the bestest possible mentorship with the big tech giant companies, it will clear your myth. You'll get an idea, acha, if these people are teaching me, it means that they are hiring for sure. I can get a chance to make a network with them. I can take referrals with them. I can take their help. I can build relationship with them, perform well, and get the referral and get it, the interview done. So you will get a top mentors for sure. And you will. The best part is 7 days a week access of chat. If you have a problem, if you are a camera shy, if you have silly or small question, just text them. You'll get immediate reward. And the best part is unlimited one-on-one video call. That's the best part. Why it is the best part? Because if you will miss any of the classes, you can have a one-on-one call and understand what I missed and get that recap and continue your work. So yes, to all the people who are more interested into the live session, they can get 2 live sessions per week, group webinars in the evening and on the weekends. So you'll get that as well. Study format is totally practical, guys. It is genuinely very much important, because the theory and the practice, group projects, modules on LMS, exams, live sessions are there, like interactive live sessions, Q&A session, group projects, career webinar, masterclass from industrial expert. Everything was there. All right, so things are there. What I am trying to say, that it is not something that we are ready with a lot of resources. I have seen a lot of candidates who are very much motivated, who watch me and get motivated that, no, I will become this. I am getting all the resources. I'll pay 80,000, 90,000. I would request all of you that if you will not be able to be motivated for another 6.5 months, don't come for sure, because it will be a waste of time for you. So if you are a person who is very serious and who can maintain that momentum of motivation for sure for another 6.5 months, then you're most welcome. Because I genuinely want all the people who are serious and who can genuinely trust the process and go ahead. Because see, resources are there and the resources are top notch level. Now the important factor is, are you consuming it properly or not, or you are just relying on the agreement? So that's the most important thing. There are two things I have observed in my entire journey. I have seen average people are getting higher packages than intelligent people, and the only difference was average people were consistent and intelligent people were not consistent. So I would request all of you, to be consistent in your effort. You will get this thing done. All right. Moving ahead, if I'll talk about the tools is this much only. Okay. So these are the tools that you need to focus upon. Throw all the tools, whatever is there on the internet, like 15, 20, or 30 tools. You don't have to focus on all this, man. Come on. You have to only focus upon these tools, that is Google Sheet, Statistic, SQL, Power BI, Python, career development. That's all. You'll get the job for sure. And trust me, that is not something a magic. Okay. If you will consume these tools on a practical basis, I'm telling you, you will not even need us to get this thing done. So when you learn this, you will get the interviews scheduled by yourself. Trust me, it is very much important. Only these tools are required. Now, the time's up. I'm sure everybody's now waiting for the winner. So I think I have to announce the winner now. Okay. So I'm also excited. So now, if you will see the number of attendees are reduced. Why? Because only serious people are attending this webinar. Okay, so now if you will see, all right, guys, coming back to the main part. I hope that I'm sure that everybody was. Calm down, guys. I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. So I'm going to announce the winner now. Okay. So we are going to announce the winner now. Stay here. Don't worry. So I'm going to share my screen, guys. Okay. So there's some unfortunate time we are having a lot of internet issues. Not a problem. So I'm here. Don't worry. I'm going to share my screen. So I'll just check how many people have participated. Now the time has came. So I would request all of you that you guys, if you have filled up the form, don't worry. I'm going to announce the winner. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. I hope you have the link if you are done. So I'll just going to announce the winner right away. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen to all of you. So guys, if you are done with the registration, I'm just sharing my screen. So yes. So yes, I'm sharing my screen. I hope you guys can see me, right? You can see my screen. Guys, if yes, then comment down in the chat section. Yes, if yes, you can see. That's perfect. I'm going to announce the winner now. All right. Yes, so I can see still the numbers are increasing. So, guys, I will give you 10-20 second for sure. Okay, I will give you 10-20 second. Go register, and then I'll just announce the winner by sharing my screen. All right. So yes. So are you? So the last one is Harika Reddy. I still see the numbers are increasing. So guys, go and register and give me a thumbs up if you are done. I can see that still it is happening. Perfect. Okay. Okay. The numbers are increasing. I'll just refresh the sheet once again. I can see the numbers are still increasing. 548. So I'll just start the countdown. I'll start with 20, not by 10. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So I'm just locking this final number. All the people who are just filling in, I'm going to announce the winner now. So guys, I will use this website, and this website actually choose the random. Okay. So I'll just see. No, this is not the correct one, guys. This is not good. This is because the number is wrong. I have to enter the number. Okay. So don't consider this. Okay. So I'll just see which is the final number. The final number is 569. Okay, so this is not the correct one. So I'll just enter 569 and I'll choose one number and I'll enter it. They will choose the random number for you all. Okay, so I'll refresh my sheet just to check the final number of leads. All right, I'll just check the final number of leads. So 569 is the final number. Let's lock it up and let's see who will be the winner. All right. So without wasting any more time, let's see who's the winner. So number 207 is the winner of this particular coding invaders contest, and he will be enrolled for our job guarantee badge of data analyst, which promises job guarantee. All right. So let's see who is 207. So I'll just see 207. So 207. 207. Who is that lucky guy? Let me see. So 207 is Namrata. Namrata, if you are here, if you can see me well. So Bharti Namrata 14, you are the winner of this particular contest. And I'm just stopping my screen. So Bharti, if you can see me, you are the winner of this particular contest and you are winning this data analyst course, that too for free. So Namrata, you will be for sure getting a call from our academic counselor and they are going to enroll you for our job guarantee batch. Within 1 hour or 2 hour you will be getting a call. If you'll not pick up, you'll get a call again in the morning. But still, guys, I have a lot more exciting things to all of you if you haven't won yet. So Namrata, if you have seen that you are the winner, so you can cheers and you can shout out loud for the audience that you won this data analyst course, which promises job guarantee with job guarantee with a money back guarantee as well. So you'll get an agreement as well. So the career is secure. So I'll just upload my slides and I'll just show you one important thing to all of you who haven't won yet. So I still have some important thing to share with you guys. So we can definitely use it and we can show you that what else I have for all of you. All right, so I'm just wanted to tell that to all the people, if you haven't won yet, so we still have a lot of opportunity for all of you because you have attended the webinars. You will get the certificate, you'll get the discounts as well, and a lot other things are there because I have to mention some referral policies to all of you. So I'll just upload my slide for all of you and I'll just take 1 minute and I'll conclude this call, and definitely you will get an opportunity because one more interesting thing is still left. So we will definitely discuss that. All right, so the slides is up. All right, so contest result is we have already announced. You are the winner. Now to all the people who wanted to enroll, this is the price, 11,490. You have watched till the end, so you'll get 33% discount, and this is valid for only 2-3 days, and you can avail this fees structure. You can tell them that you have watched the webinar with Amir, and you can definitely avail this particular benefits. You'll get the EA certification through an email. Now we do also have an EMI program as well. So yes, EMI is also there. There will be no fees for openings or no interest is involved. We will pay the interest for you. You just have to handle the fees and get the things done. Simple as that. Now the best part is if you are a person having a good network, you can make the course price zero. How it is possible that if you will refer one person, your friend will also get 5,000 discount, you will also get 5,000 discount. But if you have 10 friends, you can refer 10 friends and they all of them will get 5,000 each and you will get 50,000 discount directly. So the more network you have, the more better for you because your network is your net worth, and the more you will share the knowledge, the more wise you will become. So that's all about it. So you if you will aim to just do it, you will have hundred of way to do it. All right. I hope you have enjoyed this particular webinar, and I'm genuinely and heartily very much sorry for all the internet trouble that happened, but I'm sure I have answered all of your questions. I have helped you to sort out your problem. If you can accept my apology, you can definitely give your feedback or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I am attaching my LinkedIn link. You can give your feedback to me. Was that session helpful? And whatever the trouble happened, I hope that we have covered it up. And I still see a lot of questions was coming. So yes, thank you, guys, Mishika and Nahipiha, and a lot of people who are giving the positivity. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the session. I'm attaching my LinkedIn link. If you have another lot more question, which you think that you need clarity, you can connect with me on LinkedIn and you can get this thing sorted. So I'm attaching my LinkedIn link, guys. If you have any other question, you can definitely reach out to me. Meanwhile, Sorry for all inconvenience happened. We will come out with a better services for sure. All right. So I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next webinar for sure. Meanwhile, very good evening.